Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. So today's Pick a Card Love Tarot reading, we are going over what have they realized? What has the person on your mind realized about you or the connection or anything else that wants to come up? You guys know that I'll share. So I have three piles for you guys today. Pile one, we have the Tarot of the Divine. Yes, sorry, I couldn't remember for a second. We have the Lover's card. I'm using the Lover's card from each of the decks that are being prominently used in each reading. So this is the back of the card, and I have this paired with this beautiful rainbow moonstone heart. I can hear a train in the background. I don't know if that is a sign for somebody. I don't really normally hear a train. So interesting. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I heard that train noise. Anyways, so pile one is you and potentially a train. All right, pile two, we have the Lovers. This is the Dream Keepers Tarot. I have this paired with this golden obsidian, which is a black heart with a slight golden cast to it. This is the back of the deck. So for pile two, we still have the train horn going on, but and pile three, we have the Star Tarot. This is the Lover's card. I have this paired with this flower agate heart. Super cool. Back of the card. For pile three. So guys, take a deep breath and go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're feeling really torn between two piles, feel free to watch more than one pile. You can watch different piles for different people as well. Please just always remember these are general readings. So when you're on YouTube and you're looking into these readings, use them for guidance and insight. Always check in with your intuition. Use some discernment to know what is right or right for you, or maybe isn't part of your message. Again, these are all general readings, so just keep that in mind. If you're interested in a personal insight into your personal connection, I do have bookings available. You can find my booking link in the description box. I typically do live readings twice a week, or I can do recorded readings based off questions, but you can find all that on my link in the description box. So again, we have pile one, pile two, pile three. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say. If you're still here, let me know where in the world you're watching from. That's one of my favorite questions. If you're new to my channel, my name is Joy. I live in the US. I live in Florida, on the West Coast. So trying to think what else. So hi, welcome. And another little tidbit about me, I don't know why I feel the need to say this. I am a classic tarot reader as well as an intuitive tarot reader. So I will read the cards classically, but also I get a lot of really random intuitive hits. And I always do share them because they're always for someone. I typically will tell you guys if they're a one-off or something extremely specific that may only relate to one or two of you, but I always try to share all the random things that come up, because you guys do let me know that there'll be a crazy thing that really meant something to you, and I love hearing that as well. So if that happens and you want to share, I love hearing about that in the comments as well. I think that's about it. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you find the information that you're looking for. That is always the intention I set when I'm doing these readings, is that it finds the people that need the information within it, and they can take that away to help provide them guidance on a situation that they're dealing with. So that is the intention set when I do my readings. This is a love reading. You may watch this about somebody else if you feel drawn to. You will just have to tweak the messages, because I am reading them from a romantic or love connection perspective. But again, you can tweak it for how it works for you. I do have a friend that watches it for all kinds of reasons. So feel free, again, use this for you to help you and however you need. And you can watch different piles for different people. That's totally fine as well. So again, 1, 2, and 3, the timestamps will be in the description box below. I don't know why I got so lengthy in this intro. I never talk this much, but I feel the need to. And they'll also be in the pinned comments. So if you're also having a hard time, sometimes using the numbers in the timestamps can help you find your way as well. So 1, 2, and 3, I'll leave these up for a moment. If you need more time, feel free to pause the screen, and then I will see you at your pile. Bye guys. Hello, my lovely friends. For pile 1, you picked the Lover's card from the Tarot of the Divine. This gives me very much Beauty and the Beast vibes here. So some of you may be drawn to that imagery as well, or that storyline, as well as the Rainbow Moonstone. We are going over what have they realized? What has your person realized about you, the connection, possibly their feelings, things like that. That's what we are diving into today. We're going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. But for the rest of you guys that enjoy that, let's start there. So the point of the energy check-in is for something, if not all of this, to kind of ring true for you, your situation, or just something to be like, okay, yep, this is for me. Oh, sorry, I dropped one on the floor. It didn't flip up, so we're not taking it. All right, let's see. Energy check-in, pile 1. Energy check-in, pile 1. Energy check-in, pile 1. All right, let's see. What do we have? We have a leap of faith. It is safe for you to make the move you're considering. We have around summer, so something around summertime could be relevant for you or this connection, someone's birthday, something about the timing, some importance. We have strength, which gives me Leo vibes from the strength card, but we also have strength is born from the will of heart. And we have action, the number 17 here. We have 2 horses, yin yang kind of vibe there with the horses. This feels like very like, let's go, take a leap of faith, action. There could be something that quickly moved with this connection, very strong in this connection. We have hammer, sabotage and rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. And we also have poverty, number 37. So we've had 7 pop up twice in here. We have a chimney sweep here. That could be relevant for somebody. We also have a rat and a cat. And poverty, so impoverished, feeling of lack. Maybe that's what you're moving out of. Maybe you were trying to make actions towards that. Someone could work with a hammer. Someone also could just do something with their hands. Are very like blue collar-esque with those 2 cards as well. I keep getting drawn into the 7s. So 7 may be important, maybe at least in the hemisphere I'm in. The 7th month is, we have July, could be important. This reduces to an 8, this reduces to a 1 technically, to 10 and then 1. So 8 or 1 could be important as well. And the number of the strength card is 8 as well. All right, so with that said, if any of that rings true for you, I normally tell a storyline with this, but I am drawing a blank if they're not giving me one, so I think it's best I just leave that at that. So if anything in here hits home for you, is important, let's jump into this. So I'm going to put this guy up here. I'm going to put our Lover's card back into the deck, just in case there's relevance there. All right, let's see. Pile 1, what has their person realized? What realizations has this person had? All right, we have a 3 of Cups. We have the 7 of Coins, 7 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. There could be a burden around finances that this person has realized as well, but with that combination. We have the Two of Cups. We have a Five of Wands. Right, let's clarify all this and then we'll get into this. We have a Six of Wands. We have a Three of Swords. The Chariot. The Page of Cups. And the overall energy is Temperance. So some of the zodiac signs that are relevant in these cards is we have a Cancer, we have Sagittarius, could be important here. All right, what does this person realize? There is a recognition of connection. There's a recognition of friendship. There's a recognition of celebration that this person's had. Sorry, I'm kind of just looking over all of this. So the Three of Swords being here, this is a card of heartache. This is a card of betrayal. This is feeling stabbed. It all comes, I mean, this is pretty much the heaviest row in this line. So the Ten of Wands, this is responsibility, burden, carrying something. The Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles is the investing in something, waiting for something to happen. And then the Three of Swords. But when I pulled this, I heard like I've recognized that the things that I carry, the things that I've invested in time in, I've either caused heartache in you or caused my own pain. So it kind of reminds me of someone realizing that the stuff that they've carried around for so long, or even, I'm hearing, okay, this is very specific, but investment into my own story or my own past has caused me my own problems. So if you're dealing with someone who maybe went through a lot of things in life, but for some reason they carry that like a badge of honor, or is who they are, it's like a realization that I realize that all the things that I've carried, that I've held weight, that I've put time into, I'm actually hurting myself in this process. Some of them may have hurt you though, with this by, you know, either could be taking too long or allowing their responsibilities to take them too long. There's a couple different scenarios coming up. But I keep hearing like this person feels like they recognize where they've, again, hurt people in their lives, or hurt you, or hurt themselves by investing in like things that they aren't really theirs to carry anymore. And this feels like a past thing for the person that I'm picking up on, or the situation that I'm picking up on. For some of you, there could be a same-sex connection. I just want to point that out. Obviously, that's not everybody's case, but this card does show that. So a nod to that as well. But this is the Two of Cups is such a beautiful energy. It's romantic love, it's partnership, it's proposal, it's marriage, it's connection. It can also be about mutual respect, if we're looking at a non-romantic way, even though we're doing a love reading. But this is about moving forward towards a connection, moving forward in a more respectful way, moving forward in a more balanced, honored way. This person feels like they realize that they are sick of like fighting off the feelings that bubble up inside, the little messengers of love within them. So again, this person, I really feel like it's like I've prided myself for so long on being this person that it's like the walls that they built to keep themselves safe from heartache, but they're realizing that they're only hurting themselves, but hurting everybody around them by what they've carried for so long and what importance they've poured into that. So it's very much like someone who defines themselves by everything they've been through, but they've then allowed that to dictate how they go through life. So this could be someone that has walls up, avoidant. I feel like that happens a lot in these readings, but again, if your person was open and honest with you, you probably wouldn't be here. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised if those come up that often in readings. That's not everybody's case, but you get what I'm saying. You probably will hear a lot of readers talk about that, but again, someone that's pulling back, it's not surprising that it is so prominent in readings at times. This person recognizes that they need to find balance and harmony in their life, and the best way to do that is to blend, to see all sides, to kind of take in input from everywhere. I don't remember the name of this deity that's on this card. Such a beautiful deck. I wish I knew the stories by heart, but I don't. I have so many decks, guys, but this is beautiful. So some of you may relate to this image. Again, I can't remember who this is. If you care to share, feel free. I'm pretty sure it's aligned with Hindu, but I could be wrong on that. So be nice. All right. But the way that the imagery is coming in, like temperance is about blending things together. Yeah, oh, we have the 5 of coins here, the 5 of pentacles underneath. So this person, there's a realization around lack, around where that they've been focusing too much attention and where they need to bring things in balance. Let me see what they've realized about you. There's a realization around like how much you fought for them, how much you fought for this connection. Even just as a friend for some of you. I mean, you might be lovers and friends, that kind of thing. Where it's like, I realize that, you know, where I've hurt you, where I've allowed the things that I carry with me around my personal burdens, the things that were planted in the seeds that made me who I am, where I've allowed them to hurt you. I'm not sure how sorry they are at this point. Hopefully most of them are, but it's a feeling of like, I've recognized my role in this. I recognize where my patterns have done this. I recognize, you know, where I've allowed these quote unquote, just how I am. I don't know why I feel the need to say it that way. I mean, we all do it at times, but so I'm not putting this person down, but I think whoever I'm doing quotations, I don't know if that's been said before or something. Because it feels like it's like an exhausting excuse. Like, okay, how many times can you blame yourself? Like, you recognize that you have, like, you're aware enough that you have these patterns, but you haven't done anything to change things. So it feels like this person is really realizing the extent of hurt and pain they've caused themselves, they've caused others, they've caused you, because of the things that their patterns that they carry, the storyline that they carry. I will be pulling what is shifting. And I'm hoping they're shifting out of actually doing something about that. Because again, the beautiful energy with this 2 of Cups, like, I'm ready to move forward. I want to go forward. I want to bridge this gap that maybe I have created with my own patterns here. Some of you guys could be at a distance from this person. There could be a long distance relationship as well, with the Chariot being here. That can be represent that as well. Some of you this may be a friendship that became more, or that's moving into more, because the 3 of Cups is that friendship energy. I will give a nod to somebody may be a third party situation with the 3 of Cups coming up here as well. So, but yeah, there's a feeling of like, I recognize that I'm fighting with myself and fighting with my own feelings. Like, because the Page of Cups is such a beautiful messenger. It's, you know, it's kind of like it's like hopeless romantic kind of energy, right? But there's a realization where they've kind of like fought those feelings away and tried to suppress them. And that is where like a lot of this pain has come in, but they have them. As much as they want to fight against these feelings, they're there. And so I want to bring this into like a blended, harmonious kind of energy. I want to see what is shifting. I'm going to be very specific about this. So if this part of the story is not yours, thanks for sticking around. There is more to it, but I feel the need to figure out what is shifting because of this realization right here. The rest of them seem a little like they make sense, you know, where they're going. But this one, I'm curious. What is this person? What is shifting because of this realization? The Devil. We have a snake. So the snake, you know, they're either really facing their shadow, hopefully not leaning into it more. A snake it's typically seen about it's hard energy, but it's about shedding things. You know, a snake sheds its skin. But that's what's shifting is the devil. Like they are, I feel like this person does want to confront those demons. They realize, also possibly taking responsibility for them as well. The Emperor. Okay, yeah. This person is ready to be responsible for all the things that they've caused, all the damage that they've hurt, their own demons. Some of them, if they have any addictive behavior, you know, plan to kind of try to conquer that, try to rise above that. So it is really nice to see. All right, I'm going to ask overall what's shifting. What is shifting with this person overall? What is shifting overall? Queen of Wands. The Four of Swords. The King of Cups and the Star. So there's a shift in optimism. There's a shift in hope. We have a shift in passion and desire and confidence and how they approach things. The Four of Swords being here, being in a shift, like we have this this beast here, so to speak, is kind of all tied up. The Four of Swords is typically seen as a card of rest. It's rejuvenation, it's realizations, it's recognizing. In this rest, in this patience, this person has realized that, you know, how much they've kind of been confined by these things. So I think that that's shifting. They're ready to move out of this. They're ready to stop being confined by the beast within, right? And then we have the King of Cups here. We have like this serpent dragon guy. Gosh, I love these cards. I wish I knew about the background stories. I'm sure there, if you know any of them, take that on, because there may be extra messages for you there if you are aware of some of these. But this is someone who has deep emotional resonance. So that's what's shifting. This person's heart feels like it's opening up. It's expanding. They have hope for the future. We have the Four of Wands here. Oh, another Hindu story, but beautiful. But very Diwali, I believe. This background story of Diwali. I think I could be saying that wrong. All right. I have a feeling some of you guys are gonna be like, Joy, you're messing this up. My best friend would probably yell at me. She's told me so many times these people's names. There is like this wanting connection, wanting celebration, hope for the future. Like maybe I could be someone that settles down, that has a traditional life. I'm ready to make this choice. I'm ready to make this decision. We have a King of Coins. I'm ready to be more stable, be more intentional about things, and ready to communicate that, possibly swiftly, with that Eight of Wands down there. I just heard I've prayed about this, so that might be relevant for somebody. I wished on a star for this, but this for some reason, normally I attribute that to wishing on a star, but I'm hearing that someone has literally prayed for this change, prayed for this shift. Maybe some of you have prayed for this person to finally see like their own, where their own traumas are holding them back. And I feel like you're getting this wish that you wanted. This prayer has been being answered. Let's see, what do they want to say to you? I'll also pull song cards and message cards for this part, but let's get some tarot. And what does this person want to say? What do they want the viewer to know? Oop, I have all these upside down, sorry. We're not going to do all reversals. So King of Swords, that is wanting to communicate. That's I want to offer you the truth. I want to be honest with you. I want to be open and honest and clear. I want to provide clarity to you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I want to offer you something real and tangible. I want you to know that like this is real change. This is steady, like in life change. The Pentacles are the tangible things in life. Temperance. I do want to balance things out. I do want to blend together. We have this beautiful butterfly kind of flying from here, and it's blue and offering, I feel like the truth, speaking the truth. I want you to know my truth. I want you to know the truth of all of this. I feel like this person may have, if they did throw in their past a lot, it was kind of like a shield, you know? And so it's like, I want to let my shield down, and I want to let you know the truth of everything. Like, I know I say I'm, you know, I do this because of blah, but why? You know, like why I use that as a crutch. We have a 9 of Cups. That's a wish fulfilled. So I think they want to tell you how much they care, how much they, you know, they realize everything that they've done. We also have the 6 of Cups, which is like an even give and take. So I want to share all this with you. I want to be able to provide and give you as much as you've given me. You guys have probably been put through the ringer at times from this person. Maybe you always saw through their facade, and now it's like I want to be at even give and take, back and forth. I'm trying to see, I kind of want to get a little more insight to, I'm going to pull a couple more of these. How are they currently feeling towards the viewer? How are they currently feeling towards the viewer? And then we'll do song cards and message cards. I'm not ready to be done with the tarot just yet. The Moon. The 5 of Swords. Page of Pentacles and the Magician. So in their feelings, I do think there's regret, there's sorrow. I'm getting more 5 of Cups energy from this, but this is the 5 of Swords. But the Moon, it's like the Moon represents our emotions. They want you to know that it runs deep. The emotions that the feelings that they have for you, they are a little scary for this person. You know, it may make them go in their head a bit. They kind of overthink this. The Page of Pentacles here is one of my guides' way of letting me know that this person wants to apologize, though. Like, I want to offer you an apology. I want to tell you I'm sorry. The Magician here, that this person, you make them feel empowered. The feelings for you give them hope. It gives them, it's like a reminder that they're not broken. It's like you've kind of brought that up with them, you know, or brought that up in them. There's that 5 of Cups. So yeah, I do think this person feels regretful, but they do get stuck in their head a little bit. But there is like, I want to offer you an apology here as well. All right, I'm going to move on to some song cards. So with the song cards, if you know the song, awesome. If you don't, there'll be a message for you in the lyrics. If you want to pick one of the songs that you feel drawn to and look up the lyrics, you'll find some pretty deep messages in them most of the time. So let's see. Song cards pile 1. Make Me Whole, Emile LaRue. Amber by 311. Maybe someone's name is Amber. We have a blank card with nothing. Okay. Awesome. We got a free song. Stay by Rihanna. All right, we have Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey. Best Part by Daniel Caesar and Her, or H-E-R. And Fortress Around Your Heart, Sting. So if you guys want to take a screenshot, if you're interested in looking up one of the songs afterwards, feel free to do that now, and I will pull some message cards. Drawn to a deck I have not used in quite some time. So let's see what wants to come up. What does this person want to say? What do they want them to know? I'm experiencing a dark night of the soul. So this person's having a full-on wake up. It's not an easy thing to go through. I dream about you often. You are so special to me. Improve your finances. They could be trying to improve their finances. Maybe they want you to improve yours for some reason. Okay. I'm working towards being with you. You make me feel so special. And you make them feel like the magician. You make them feel empowered. I feel powerful when I'm with you. Thank you card. I want to be in your life. I feel stuck in this connection. You are my soulmate. Be cautious with your words. And then I have abandonment issues. And we have spiritual growth. All right, let's see. A couple more cards. Another deck. Lots of empty white cards. All right. Let's see. What else does this person want to say? What do they want the viewer to know, please? Everything you've ever said to me, I've taken to heart. So yeah, be cautious with your words. This person, you know, if sometimes we say things out of anger, frustration, you know, they do take it to heart. So only say what you mean. I want to give you the world. You feel like the sweetest home I've never known. I could listen to your voice for days on end. I can't bear to build it all again, to watch it all wash away. Can we just kiss all night? Our connection is so beautiful, but also painful and confusing as hell. I want more with you one day. And I love your sense of humor. And then bottom of the deck, I feel like I've been missing you my whole life. You're my lost paradise. So guys, that is the bulk of the reading. We're going to move into extra confirmations for those that need it or just enjoy it. If you're interested in a personal reading versus just a general reading, you can find my booking information in the description box below. But all right, for those that need or absolutely need extra confirmation, let's get it. If you know this is your reading, but your stuff doesn't come up in here, just honor that, please. All right, we have the second house, which is Taurus. Well, I just blanked. We have Virgo energy, and then we have Venus energy, which is Taurus and Libra here. All right, let's get some. I will pull some more signs. We already had Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, I know, pop up. All right, we have Animal Lover. Aquarius is here too, guys. All right, Street Smart and Spying. So you could be seeing them, keeping an eye on you on your stories or on social media or something. Maybe asking friends about you as well. All right, we have a guitar, so we could have a musician. We have a Libra, Taurus, keep coming up, okay. We have this bottled up ship here with the monster around it. So this person could feel like they are kind of stuck, you know, I mean, we've already kind of talked about this, like stuck by and trapped by their inner demons. We have dark hair, but optimistic. Okay, we have India, third party, and stubborn. All right, let's get some letters for you guys. All right, we have I, M, U, C, N, Q, S, X, and I. So double I's. Someone also could be like the second. Maybe someone plays The Sims. I'm trying to make some names out of this. We have the Sun, which is associated with the sign of Leo. I feel like there's ones here and I'm missing them. So if you see anything that reminds you of that you or them or a place or something, even if I don't see it or say it, please always honor that and take that. I'm just going to leave this right here. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely friends. For pile 2, we are going over what have they realized, what have they realized about you, the situation, their current circumstances, all those things is what we're looking into. You were drawn into the Dream Keeper Tarot. This is the Lover's card from this, as well as this golden obsidian heart. So it's just obsidian with a golden cast to it. We are going to start with a quick energy check-in to help you know if you're in the right spot. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. But for the rest of you guys, let's start here. So the point of the energy check-in is for something, if not all of this, to ring true for you or your situation. Something just to be like, okay, yeah, I'm in the right spot. So let's see what comes up. Energy check-in pile 2. I guess we're getting 2 of those. Energy check-in pile 2. And energy check-in pile 2. All right, guys, let's see what we have here. We have wait. The timing is not quite right. So there could be a timing issue, a need to wait, waiting. Energy going on. We have a choice. You're in control of the choices set before you. So there could be some sort of choice, like maybe even a choice to wait or not to wait. We have around fall, so fall time. As the time I'm recording this in my hemisphere, we are in fall, moving into winter. But something around there could be birthdays in fall, just a specific time frame. It could be in the fall time. We have patience, the number 16 here. So we have wait, we have patience. So definitely some sort of divine timing. We have a clock here with an angel. So this is a lot about divine timing going on in this connection. That may be a little frustrating for some of you. We have house, number 20, which home always kind of also reminds me of like 4th house. So Cancer energy. Someone could work around home because we have occupation. We do have someone sewing something, repairing something. We have a sewing machine, someone occupation, someone could work something to do with houses in some form or fashion, real estate, construction, something like that. Even hearing like a broker, something to do with real estate as well, working on houses, repairing houses. I'm really drawn into the gate. First, I have no idea. I want to hold that up for you guys. Sorry, there's a glare. Like they're telling me the gate. I'm not sure. So take that if that fits. We also have weed. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. And then we have coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So if any of that rings true for you or some of those messages just hit home, let's jump into this. We're going to put our little guy over here. We're going to put this Lover's card back in the deck to see if it wants to come back out. All right. Looking over at this choice card, I'm getting Gemini vibes. Just, I don't know. I was thinking about the Lovers being on the opening card. We'll see if it comes back out. But it can be about choices, which can also associate with Gemini. I just feel the need to say that. All right, let's see. What have they realized? What has pile 2's person realized? What have they realized? 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is the energy of a fight that no one wins. It can be a fight within our own head. It can be a fight with others. We'll clarify this. We do have this like octopus kind of coming through. This is a very interesting deck. Very haunting kind of deck. We have an 8 of Pentacles. We have the Empress. Taurus and Libra vibes. The 10 of Pentacles. All right, let's clarify all this. Did not mean to do that. The Hermit did come flying out, so we're going to take the Hermit. And this does feel like there's a realization that this person has kind of been fighting themselves in their head. The Hermit is very self-reflective energy, very like within energy. If we're looking at realization, it's like I realize how much I'm like fighting myself or going over into my head, or my overthinking has, you know, either caused problems or, I don't know, I might clarify that one in a second. We do have this like mirrored image kind of going on here, and this little light I feel like is important, but we'll get into that. All right, realizations, clarify. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. We have the High Priestess with the 4 of Wands in the Tower, clarifying that 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Okay, guys. This is, I don't have the full story yet, but I feel heavy. So there may be some heavy, I feel a need to say like, this may be a heavier reading. I don't necessarily think that's a trigger warning, but if things are light and easy, this might not be your reading. This feels very deep, very dense. Like the density and the energy is thick, So with that said, let's proceed. So there is a realization that I don't want to give up. I want to keep going. I'm persistent. I'm going to keep going no matter what life has thrown at me. I realize I don't want to give up. I'm assuming they don't want to give up on you or in this connection. I've realized where my pride has gotten in my way, where my need to build things or have things be complete has gotten in my way. This person, yeah, this realization like that they're only like fighting with themselves. So someone out there, this is very specific, this may be a one-off, is having a realization around where their need for things to be perfect, their need for like, especially if someone put a career before this, or they're like, I have to get to XYZ in either work, career, school, something like that. Like, yeah, I mean, I know people get like that, where they're like, I want to do this before I do that, you know, this or that kind of vibe. It's like I've realized where like my either also being a workaholic has held me back, my inability or like allowing my work or what I'm working on be a limitation. There's also a realization, this could be for more than just very specific, but there's a realization around the beauty in your intuition. Even if your intuitive hits kind of worked against them, they're recognizing there's a beauty in the intuition that you carry. Also just realizing there's beauty in things that are outer worldly. So this person may have been a very logical, very like fact-based person, and there's been a shift or a realization that maybe believing in something that I can't get a scientific write out on, or even if they all of a sudden like started looking more into like quantum physics and realize there is a lot of theory and science backing things that are outer worldly, so to seem, or maybe not logical, right? Yeah, there's definitely a realization where if this person is like, oh, well, I can't do this right now because I'm focused on work or I'm focused on my career or whatever, there's a massive realization that has their need to have all their ducks in a row actually has broken down the stability in this connection. And this came in pretty swiftly. The Tower is swift, shocking changes. They're typically needed changes, but it's fast, it's swift. And it came out with the 4 of Wands, which is stability, celebration, connection. We'll give a nod to anyone on the twin flame journey. There's like a breakdown of that, a swift change in what they thought was stable. So it's like someone's brain cracking open and understanding that the world isn't what they thought it was. This connection isn't what they thought it was. I haven't got a lot about this person's feelings per se to you. So it does just feel like there's a realizations around their need for everything to be logical and perfect has actually like what they prided themselves on wasn't quite right. So if you were like very spiritual, very out there to them, and they were very practical and it's like a realization that, oh, maybe I'm wrong. You know, I don't know if they're ready to admit that, but there is that. So especially if you were dealing with someone that maybe even made fun of you, put you down for your spiritual beliefs. I mean, I know not everybody is out there and woo-woo is like I am. And I don't mean woo in a negative way. But I mean, if you're watching a tarot reading, I like to think that everybody's a little more open-minded here, right? But maybe we're not. But this is how this feels. There's also a realization that my isolation, my need to be alone while I do this, isn't really the right way to go either. So if this person has a tendency to push you away when they're dealing with stuff, there's a realization that that's not working. It's just keeping them stuck. All right. Can we get inside to what's shifting because of these realizations? What is shifting in this person's life? The King of Pentacles. How they see stability in their life. What they're putting value in is shifting. Four of Cups. What's shifting is their realization of missed opportunities. Maybe. So this is a card of missed opportunities. Also can be a card of rejection. So what's shifting is they could realize that it's their fear of rejection, their fear of focusing on other things. They're missing it. They're missing the point. They're missing, like, they've been way too 3D for way too long. The Knight of Cups. They're leaning more into sharing and leading with their heart. The Knight of Cups it's full-fledged, like, romantic, going through in a romantic way. So that's shifting in this person. Like, if you were dealing with someone that's like super logical, super just, that's a shift. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come in more romantic, loving, nurturing, sharing of that, expressing that as well. This is an action card around emotions. So it's like leaving logical behind and actually listening to their heart a little bit, listening to their own intuition, finding the beauty in that. Shifting. The Knight of Pentacles. They can offer their heart and tangible things. We have the Knight of Wands. Holy cow, okay. What's shifting is a lot of action. This one's slower. These two are slower energy. This one's pretty fast. I think he's actually the fastest. I can't remember if, I know it gets a little different with the knights on the swords and the wands, but it doesn't matter. This is like the overall energy of what's shifting is full power forward, going after it, following their intuitive hits, following it all, coming in like with an offer, like in a real way, but from an open-hearted place, following what lights them up. We have the Knight of Cups, so there's a shift in what they want. So the Knight of Cups, or the Nine, why did I say Knight? Nine of Cups is a wish fulfilled. So there's a shift because of all this of what they really want. Like I realized that I want something different. How are they feeling towards the viewer? What are their current feelings towards the viewer? The King of Wands in the World. There's there's a desire to complete out a cycle that they've been in. There's a desire to complete, like having closure with you. So some of this is going to look a little different for somebody, or for each of you guys, but this feels like this person needs to complete this. They need to complete this out. They need to either complete and start a new phase with you, but there's a need for closure. And their feelings like they are going towards what makes them feel complete, what makes them feel whole in a very confident way. It's like they're allowing their passions to lead them to completion. Temperance. Oh, here we have the puzzle pieces. And so it feels like this person, their feelings are realizing what's missing, because we have these missing puzzle pieces, right? So there's, in their feelings, they're realizing what's missing, what has been missing. And these are their feelings for you. You know, you've been missed. Like, I'm missing you. I'm missing you like a piece to myself. Like the piece in you, the pieces in you complete me. So I feel like this person is having a big epiphany around how much they do really appreciate you, how much they do I'm being drawn over to this for a second, guys. I'm so sorry. All of a sudden I looked at this occupation and home and I'm like, oh, maybe they work from home. So that's a little late for that, but I couldn't ignore that. Like, they're like, work from home. Sorry, going back to this. I feel like this person wants to try. Like, if this has been put on the back burner for quite some time, it's like, I'm ready to try, or I need to at least close this out. Like, if there's unfinished business, you might have had unfinished business and you thought that they were completed out with this. I feel like it's all this unfinished business is coming up. Like, all these missing pieces are coming up for them, and recognizing that, like, they're feeling like there's a missing piece. There's something missing and they need to complete it. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're haunting this person, like you're dancing in their thoughts. We have this like little jewelry box, a little ballerina. She's got all these 4-leaf clovers in her hand. It's like you were the luck all along. We have a lot of green. That's the color of the heart chakra here. And there's that Lover's card on the bottom. It's like, I'm ready to make a choice. So I wouldn't be surprised, like, if you haven't heard from this person in a while, you could be hearing from them very soon. Some of you guys, this might be a little too late, but it feels like you're going to finally get the confirmation of everything you've intuitively known this whole time. Let's see what their current intentions are toward her. What are their next actions? Actually, I'm just going to ask whether their next actions, this person's next actions. 10 of Swords. They want to end this difficult situation. Either that ends and it just ends. Again, getting closure on something that's been very hard. That would be with communication. Sometimes closure can start something new, but it feels like I have to end this what's been up in the air. The Tower. They're gonna come in and shatter everything. It's like they're ready to make big changes. The 5 of Pentacles. Regardless of what it leaves them with. I mean, I hope they don't want to come in and tear your life apart, guys. This is really heavy energy. And if we're looking at their actions, it's like they're willing to lose it all, ready to break it all down. Like, their next actions feel very intense and could be life-shattering for them just to do it. 9 of Wands, but they're not giving up. They're going to keep going, and they want to bring justice. So again, I feel like this person's actions, regardless of outcome, they want to come in and provide clarity, fairness, you know, here's their heart on, like, all open, out exposed, and their thoughts with that feather. But this is Libra energy, the Queen of Cups right there, and the strength. So Leo, Libra. Well, hello. Okay, so I do feel like you're going to hear from this person, but this feels like it's just all out in the open, regardless of how the pieces may fall. But if you've been waiting and hoping for closure, maybe some of you guys just gave up on it, right? I feel like it's going to come in. It's coming in. Wow. Okay. Let's move into some song cards and message cards. So with the song cards, if you know the song, awesome. If it relates, if you don't and you feel drawn to one of the songs, look up the lyrics. There's going to be a message for you there. So song cards piled 2. Too many. Song cards piled 2. Would anyone care? Citizen Soldier. Every little thing she does is magic. Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. Undisclosed Desire. Sorry for laughing at that one. I don't know, that made me giggle. Show Me the Way, Peter Frampton. Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, and The Feels by Labyrinth. So those are our song cards, and let's pull some message cards. Let's see what some of the things this person wants to say. Okay, let's see. There's some heavy truths here. They drew me into this deck. I don't feel like there's a lot of heavy truths, but let's see what wants to come out. Maybe you're better off without me. Thank you for loving me, even though I know there was times I didn't show you that same love. Hurry up. I'm unlearning old ways, and it's hard at times. I miss you so much. How do you need to be loved? How do you want to be loved? I remember the good times that we shared. I'm watching you. What do you want from this love? Remember, you don't need me to be happy. Happiness comes from within, my love. Karma's here to teach me a lesson. I hope that you're okay, and let's start over. All right, pull some cards from this deck. What else does this person want to say? Seeing you reminds me of things I know deep down that's not always easy to deal with. I wish I could take back the things I've said. I feel like I'm damaged and I just can't do this. We have a couple of cards that got mixed in here. Obsessed. I only think of you on 2 occasions. That's day and night. Sizzling. When I think about you, I touch myself. Okay. I can still feel you. My heart is telling me just do it. And we had that leading with their heart thing. I don't know how I feel anymore. You feel like home to me. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. Maybe we're just too different. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. And our connection still affects me. All right, I think I'm going to end this here. I'm going to move into extra confirmations for those that need it. So if you already know this is your reading, please honor that. This is for people who really are unsure or just for fun. Okay, so we have a 7th house, which is Libra. We have Mars, which is Aries and Scorpio, and we have Sagittarius. Let's see. Confirmations, pile 2. Ooh, okay, we have Leo, Scorpio, short. Someone could be of shorter stature. Money, work, smile. We already had that workaholic money vibe come out. Or unique smile. I don't know if I said that, sorry. We have Central Asia, Sagittarius, and 6th house, which is Virgo. Let's get some attributes. So this person could have a unique smile. Intense eyes, or intense eye contact. Hard worker. And funny. Let's have reader. This person could be an avid reader, tarot reader, maybe this also, these could be confirmations about yourself. All right, let's get some letters. So possibly channel some names, extra confirmations. Pile 2. Or we have an N, an N. So 2 N double letters could be important. A G, an R, an O, an A, and an A. Rana, Ron, Ronald, Anna, Anna, Nana, I'm really kind of drawing a blank on getting some more names out of that, or channeling. So I'm hearing Angie, Ange, Angela, Agnes, Anona. I want to hear Gona or Gona. I don't know. All right. There are your extra confirmations, guys. Please honor what you see, even if I didn't say it. If you're interested in a personal reading versus just a general reading, you can find my booking information in the description box below, or it's usually also below the pinned comment. Just click the link and it'll take you. I do live readings twice a week. You can find my bookings for that and the schedule that I'm available. Or you can book a recorded reading based off of questions and a little bit of background. It'll be very much like in this format, but it'll just be solely for you and your person and the questions asked. Depending on your price point and availability. So thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 3. We are going over what have they realized. What has your person realized about you, the connection, or anything else that wants to come up? You guys know that I'll share. You are drawn to the Star Tarot, and this is the Lover's card for that, as well as this beautiful flower agate heart here. So we're going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. For those of you that enjoy the energy check-ins, let's start there. So the point of these is to help you know if you're in the right spot. So something, if not all of this, should ring true for you to kind of help you know you're in the right pile. All right, let's see. Pile 3, energy check-in. Energy check-in. Pile 3, energy check-in. All right, let's see. We have rejuvenation. Rejuvenation, the spirit will spark the desire to experience the greatness in life. So you could be in a rejuvenating energy right now. We have marriage. This relationship is moving towards sacred union. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Justice, which would be Libra. We also have legal matters, divorce, legal papers, or court visit. Something around law or legal matters. We have despair, number 32, not hiring. So someone could be, have lost a job or trying to find a job, something around there. Number 32 just could be important. We have number 44, a woman holding a heart, as well as seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference, and play. Among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. So this is the number 44, woman holding a heart. That's a lot about having someone's heart in your hand or having someone holding your heart, but it does say woman. So depending on, someone also might have tried to remove their heart from themselves, like to compartmentalize that for some reason. If any of this rings true for you, let's jump into this. I'm going to move that guy over here. We're going to put the levers back in here to see if it pops out. And let's jump into this, pile 3. This deck's a little bit larger, isn't it? I have massive hands, so give me a second. Pile 3, what has their person realized? Just can't shuffle it as fast as my other decks. But I do love this deck. All right, pile 3. What does this person realize? We have the Chariot. We have Temperance. So we have Cancer and Sagittarius energy popping up. We have the Ace of Cups. That's my I love you card. We have the Devil, Capricorn. Let's clarify all these. We have the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Ten of Swords. We have the Magician. And the Ten of Wands. Overall energy is the Sun. The Sun's associated with Leo, so we'll give a nod to that as well. All right, guys. So what does this person realize? Wow, wow, wow. All right. This person has overall realized like what makes them happy. If potentially you're that person that makes them happy, there's a realization and a wake up and like the light shining on a situation. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. We have, there's the levers popping up here. So it feels like how much this person realizes that, like how lucky they are to have you in their life, how much you are a pure connection for them. This person does want to communicate like how they want to move forward with this, how they want to come together, how they want, like there's realizations about where they're going with this connection, where they're going with life, where they want to be. This could also represent, if for some of you guys, or if you're at a distance, this person wants to bridge the gap with that. We have Temperance clarified by the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is as hard of a card as it is the end of a difficult situation. So this person is trying to figure out how to blend something, like how they can take a difficult situation and transform it. It's typically seen as a card of alchemy, turning lead to gold. So like blending, tempering, like creating something different. So there's a realization that I need to take something hard or something difficult and transform it. We have the Ace of Cups. That's my I love you card, but this is a new beginning in love, a new phase in love. And the Magician being here is very empowered because of that. So I realize how much I feel empowered. I feel like I'm manifesting new emotional states of being. We have the Devil here. So there's a realization around where their own shortcomings, where their own triggers, their own toxic behaviors have been weighing down on them. So again, this feels like someone is like shedding the things, the burdens, transforming the burdens, alchemizing their life, and wanting things to be happier, to move into a more beautiful, balanced way of being. Wow. Put this right here. I'm gonna sit with this for a few more minutes, guys. There's also a shift in path for somebody. There's a realization that where I was going, this is more of an intuitive hit, guys. I'm hearing like where I was going, I realized I wasn't going down the right road. I need to lean towards the things that make me happy. I need to lean towards the things that set me free instead of hold me back. And it is my responsibility to take care of those things. Like if this person does have any addictive qualities, if they do have any toxic traits, you know, trauma responses, that those are their responsibility. Like there's a realization I have to own all my shortcomings. I have to be real. I'm the one who has to do the work to fix this, and I'm ready to honor it. I'm ready to take responsibility for anything, any wrongdoing I may have done, any negative patterns I have. Like I'm taking the responsibility. I'm ending, you know, I'm ending this difficult situation, but I'm turning it into something else. We can take, if something went amiss, we can take this, we can transmute it, we can make it beautiful, we can rise in love, we can have this new beginning. Maybe some of you guys, like it is leaning towards marriage. This is feeling, like there's heavy energy, but it's also like exciting energy that's kind of coming in. And the sun card is the happiest card in all of tarot. So it's like the sun is shining on this, and they recognize like how much joy and light and happiness you've brought into their lives. Even if you've held a mirror up to them, to their own toxicity, it's like recognizing, okay, I do have power over this. This bear may be on my shoulders, but I control this. I can change this. I can shift this. I can transmute this. So I feel like if we had to pick like the word here would be a realization around change and what I can actually do to change, what I can do to empower myself, what I can do to fix things, what I can do to make things better, what I can do to bring more light into this situation. So let's see what is shifting. What's shifting because of these realizations? What is shifting? We have the Empress and the Moon. So we have Pisces energy, we have a Taurus Libra energy, the Hanged One. So anything that's held this person back is they're shifting that. They're seeing things from a different perspective, possibly from your perspective. What's shifting is this person being ready to step into the light. The moon can represent, you know, our intuition, our feelings. It's our fears. It's the things that hold us back that we, you know, a fear of being seen a lot of times. But this card is about transmuting that, moving through it, moving through the phases and stepping into the light to be seen. And here the Empress, she is creation. She's love. She's the queen of all the queens. And the deck, she is life itself. You know, we have the sun providing life. So I think what's shifting is this person stepping into this more beautiful, like creation type energy, really stepping into their light, stepping into being seen, looking at things from a different perspective. And the overall energy is the Three of Pentacles, of how this can work out, how you guys can collaborate, how you guys can build together. So this is like a stepping stone of building with that Three of Pentacles. So what's shifting is how things are working out, how things are moving forward. If you guys have been stagnant, I feel like that is shifting. If there's been a pause, like that's what's transmuting, that's what's moving forward, going on with this person. Let's see, what is some things this person would like to say or like you to know? What does this person, pile 3, want them to know? Page of Wands, 4 of Swords, 2 of Wands, King of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. This person wants you to know that they're ready to leave behind the things that no longer serve them to go after their heart's desire. That's what the 8 of Cups is about. So there's leaving, you know, they want you to know that they are leaving this. They're taking responsibility. They're leaving that behind. They are being driven by their passions, being driven by their confidence. They have really sat with this and thought about this, and they're now making steps towards their future. They want a more blended future. We look at these 2 wands kind of blended together here with this green. This is the color of the heart chakra wrapped around here, like where I'm planning things. I'm planning things for my future in a more heart-focused, heart-centered way. And I'm going to come in with some confidence and passion and clarity. And yeah. So they want you to know that I feel like this is serious. There's a lot of power behind this. They have really thought about these changes, and they are ready to take steps towards their future. And again, ready to let go of anything that's been holding them back, any situation. I keep wanting to say substance. So someone may in this pile have a substance abuse or substance dependency that they're ready to get rid of and work through. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm going to move on to, this went kind of quick, but I feel like this is an intense and very focused reading. So we are going to move into our song cards. So with the song cards, if you know it, awesome. If you don't and you feel compelled, there'll be a message for you in the lyrics. So looking the lyrics up or listening to the song, you guys can screenshot them once I get them all out. That is way too many. I was going to pick this one, but let's put these back in. They're meant to come out, they'll come out. So we have She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. You Are Enough by Citizen Soldier. Waves by Luke Bryan. Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Queen, When the Party's Over. I had two fall on the floor, so we're going to use those. We have Dig by Incubus and Skinny Love by Birdie. So let me make those a little nicer. If you guys want to take a screenshot real quick, and then I'll pull some message cards. All right, what does this person want to say? What does pile 3's person want to say, please? What do they want to say? Wherever you are is home to me. I judged you too harshly. I didn't want our honeymoon phase to end. I don't trust easy. I can never find the right words to say to you. It was like a fairy tale when we met. It's easier to be in a superficial relationship than with you, or it was easier. I'm mad at myself for behaving this way. And I'm confused and I don't know if this will work out. So they do still have some fears, but I feel like they want this to work out. Pull a couple more message cards from a different deck. What does pile 3 want to say? I have too much to lose. Will you ever make things right? I'm waiting patiently. I still feel the pain. I wish I had treated you better. I love you. We did have the Ace of Cups come out. I can be myself with you. I don't want to know. Okay. I want you back. I miss hearing your voice. You broke my heart. I can't be with you. That's interesting. You didn't see my tears. Just like it's a general reading, so some of these might not fit for everybody. And I know you don't feel the same. You let me down. Wow. I wish things could be different. So someone feels like they're blaming you for some stuff. Somebody out there. Take that for how it fits, guys. All right, I'm going to move into extra confirmations at this time. So if you notice your reading, honor that and just use this for extra confirmations. If you're really not sure and you really need that extra confirmation, I'm setting the intention for you guys to find that here. So for those that need the extra confirmation, so we have 6th house is Virgo, we have Aquarius, and we have, I never remember what this one is, Neptune, so Pisces energy. Let's see. Get some more confirmations for pile 3. This reading is like, I feel very hurried. And I'm just going with energy, guys. So, all right, we have Cancer. So something could be like fast-paced about this person or this energy. So we have Cancer, Sagittarius, Europe, mountains, a coffee cup, a key could be really important, a gear, Someone could work on something, the inner workings of things. Let's get some more confirmations. All right, we have athletic, fit, dark hair, well-rounded. We have light hair, interesting, dark hair and light hair. Friends, so some of you guys could be friends or start off friends. We have desert or have friends in connection. Desert and free spirit. All right, let's get some letters. Let's see what names, initials, words we come up with. If you see stuff that I missed, just honor that, please. Because when I'm in a channeling mode, sometimes I just don't see it. All right, KOTWSS. IT. So we have double letters. G, Tia. G. Wow, we have SSTTGG. Sia could be important. Maybe someone drives a Kia. Tag. Kit. Tig. Hearing Gary, but the G's are there. So I don't know, guys. Sometimes I get so many and other times it's just blanking and I'm blanking. So I'm going to hold this up and let you see what you see. This could be confirmations for you or them. So there you guys go. And this was really quick. A lot of my other piles were almost twice as long as this. So that is your reading. We're going with that. If you're interested in a personal look into your situation versus just a general look, feel free to, you'll find my booking information in the description box or the pinned comment. If you click the link, it'll take you all to the different offerings I have. I do live readings usually twice a week. Or I can do recorded readings if that doesn't fit in your schedule or your price point. I can do recorded readings based off of questions and a little bit of background. You can find, again, all that through the link in my description or the pinned comment with the timestamps. So as always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys.